You weren't created just to fight urges. You weren't created to live in cycles of shame, counting streaks and hoping to just make it through the week. You were created for more than this. Recovery isn't just about quitting porn. It's about stepping into the man Allah designed you to be, a man of faith, strength, and purpose. And until you see that bigger vision, recovery will always feel like a grind. But when you do, every step you take feels like building something that lasts in this dunya and the akhirah. That's why this truth matters. If you miss it, recovery will always feel small, like it's just about not doing a bad thing. But when you embrace it, recovery becomes about becoming the man you were meant to be. The husband who leads with strength and sincerity, the father his kids look up to, the servant of Allah who worships with presence and confidence. This isn't hype, it's clarity. And if you stick with me, you'll see how to reframe recovery into a mission, one that makes porn irrelevant compared to the life you're building. I worked with a brother named Usman who felt stuck in every area of life. Most of his days were on autopilot work, scroll, numb out, sleep. Porn was just another way to pass the time. He had no real vision. But as he started shifting his focus, things changed. He began setting goals, building habits, and even planning a new career path. For the first time, he wasn't just escaping life, he was shaping it. And that's the point. When your vision grows, porn shrinks. The stronger your purpose becomes, the weaker the addiction feels. That's what this truth gives you. When you see recovery as part of your mission, not just avoiding a sin, it fuels you differently. It gives you a reason to fight that's bigger than urges. It gives you strength on days when willpower runs out. It gives you a direction, not just away from porn, but toward purpose. Because you weren't created to live small. You were created to serve Allah, to lead, to love, to build. And when you tap into that, recovery doesn't just set you free from porn, it sets you free to the life you were meant to live. So, how do you make this real? You need a why letter. Write down the reasons you're fighting, both dunya and akhirah. Dunya reasons like marriage, health, confidence, work. Akhirah reasons like standing before Allah clean, entering Jannah, and leaving behind a legacy of sincerity. Put it on paper, make it concrete. Read it daily, especially when urges come. Because in the moment of weakness, you don't rise to your intentions, you fall to the level of your clarity. And your why letter gives you that clarity. The problem is, most brothers never do this. They fight blind, they try to gut it out through urges with no bigger picture to hold on to. So when life gets hard, when loneliness hits, when stress builds, porn feels bigger than it actually is. Without a vision, porn becomes the main character in your story, and you weren't created for that. It's bigger than recovery because one day you're going to stand before Allah, and He's not going to ask, how many days were you on your streak counter? He's going to ask how you lived, what you built, who you served. Every prayer you guarded, every relationship you led with sincerity, every time you fought for His sake. That's what will matter. And that's why recovery isn't just about leaving porn. It's about stepping into the life Allah created you for.